Hello there.
So not only do we have the full raptor scenes from Jurassic World Rebirth, we also have a deleted opening scene from this movie that we're going to break down in this video and discuss mainly the cut raptors, but also a little bit about that opening scene as well as some additional stuff that I'm going to break down in other videos, and we're going to discuss in this video as well about content that was cut from Jurassic World Rebirth. It's like that meme that I've been seeing floating around about the potential of the movie versus what the movie actually was, and it's a book that's like this thick versus a book that's like this thick, and it's like, yeah, unfortunately Rebirth didn't materialize the way a lot of people had hoped, and even according to a lot of early rumors that got stuff accurate about the movie, I feel like so much stuff was cut from the film. We're gonna find out very soon about that when an art book ultimately comes out for this movie and more behind the scenes footage is released, but we're getting into it all in this video. If you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, then consider subscribing, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
Okay, so we have these deleted scenes here from Jurassic World Rebirth that have now been released in full HD that show us a very good look at the raptors from Rebirth. Now, the CGI, of course, isn't finished on these scenes. It's such a shame that they didn't just put this scene into the movie, but whatever. The raptors show up in one hazy scene in the background where they get killed by a mutodon in like 4 fucking seconds. It is so ridiculous, and it does such a disservice to the raptors, considering they're like a fan favorite. But anyways, I'm not going to vent too much more about it. These are the Rebirth raptors that we saw across various pieces of promotional material. We're turning to that classic Jurassic Park 3 design. We see not only an orange looking raptor, we also see the raptor with quills, and we also see a third raptor that looks to be white in coloration, and then maybe a fourth person there standing in also displaying as a raptor. So it looks like there was going to be a pack of at least 3 to 4 raptors that we were going to see more consistently in this movie. We also don't know if there were additional scenes planned for the raptors that were cut. We heard early stuff about the D-Rex taking on or killing a couple of the raptors. I would imagine stuff like that was in the script at some point, especially considering the fact that the D-Rex did pop up right after with these raptors. It would make so much sense to ultimately see the D-Rex fight the raptors again, similar to a callback to the 1993 original Jurassic Park movie, where the climax of the film saw the T-Rex face off against the velociraptors of that movie. It would have made a lot of sense to see the D-Rex take on this pack of raptors as well. But that is not the only scene that we have. We also have this opening scene that was cut from the movie. We actually get to see the forest on Isle St. Hubert being mowed down in order for them to expand on the island and build more buildings and labs and things like that. So there was a lot of missing stuff for this film that ultimately got cut. There was a lot of really exciting ideas that ultimately didn't get expanded on in the ways that I think that they should have, and I think a lot of fans agree with that sentiment. But nonetheless, there is some cool stuff that did happen with this movie. I think they spoiled way too much in the marketing. I think they did a real big disservice to a lot of the dinosaurs by only showing them for very brief moments, mostly in like one sequence of the film. Each dinosaur that does appear gets like one sequence. You get one good D-Rex sequence at the end, other than the little bit of the beginning where you see it in the lab where it's much smaller. So there's a lot of different stuff going on in this movie that kind of makes it a jumbled mess and a big disappointment for a lot of fans. But I think ultimately at the end of the day, it could have been a lot worse, and I think that ultimately this is a good starting point for them to possibly expand and make a better film going forward. If they bring back the same creative team, let them actually flesh out a story and not get their hands so much in the pot like I've been saying for the past few months, and cutting up and changing up so much of the movie, doing reshoots or changing the story up until the last minute. All of that stuff I think is a big mistake. I think Mahershala Ali's character, for example, should have died. They should have stayed with that original plot and not molded and changed the story so much. But comment down below and let me know what you guys think about the new raptor scene as well as the new opening alternate scene that was both cut from the film. Ultimately, the raptors were exciting to see even in the cutscene, but I wish we would have got much more of them in the film. I think it was like a huge problem that they did not get featured more in the movie and were replaced instead by kind of the mutodons, which were very mid in my opinion and not very cool compared to the velociraptors. I would have rather have seen the velociraptors fucking kill the mutodons. Whatever you guys think though, comment down below and let me know. And for this video, that is all I got. So until the next one, be safe and stay well.